All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the HOMES Brewery, and they are out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, and this is their SAVOR. So they are calling this one a Sour IPA that is brewed with a lactose and salt, and then dry hopped with a Galaxy hops, and then finally blended with a strawberry, Meyer Lemon, and vanilla beans. It comes in at 5.8% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 6.5 months old. I'm going to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and viewer of the channel, Jeff, aka No Jinx, for hooking me up with this one. I met up with Jeff along with his wife and the guys over at FLX Beer Reviews, Dan and Mike, a couple months ago. It was in the fall of 2021, and Jeff is a very generous individual, so he brought both the FLX boys and myself a care pack, and a lot of it was HOMES fruited sour IPAs, and this is one of them, and I really like what HOMES does. I love their fruited sour IPAs, even if more often than not, I don't get the IPA portion of the show, so to speak. Now this one, I don't know what they're going for here. Maybe like a strawberry lemon cake or something. You got strawberry, Meyer lemon, you have vanilla beans, a little bit of salt. I don't know, we'll see. I would anticipate that the IPA portion is no longer with us here, 6.5 months old. The reason why a lot of these are older is because Jeff saved a bunch of HOMES for me during 2021 because the channel was on hiatus, and he hooked me up with all of the ones he saved at one time. So I don't have any fingernails here, so hopefully I can get this one open just fine. All right, we're good. We're good. So I got the big glass here just because I want to see if I can fill the glass with the entire thing. Wow, that does not look great. But a lot of times with strawberry beers like this do not look great. So, all right, we got most of it in there. Yeah, yikes. So this looks, if you told me this was an IPA, I'd be like, that is the most oxidized IPA you could possibly get. This has like a grayish brown, just, it looks terrible. It looks, I don't know how it's going to look on camera, probably maybe like a dark brown. This looks like a lighter like caramel or like toffee, but for a beer like this, yeah, doesn't look great. It has the pectin fruit puree probably from the strawberry and the Meyer lemon, but that looks terrible. Has about like a 1/3 of a finger of like an off-white head, but it looks fucking horrible. Let's be honest. Let's get a nose on it. Okay, it doesn't smell horrible. Whew, that's interesting. So I am getting a mix of the strawberry and the lemon. It was giving me almost like a strawberry lemonade type of vibe. But then the vanilla comes in, and it almost brings this like sweeter, with the lactose and the vanilla, I'm getting like a sweet like vanilla frosting. So like it's a strawberry lemon cake with frosting on it. Yeah, it smells very pastry-esque. There's a base sour kick if you've ever had just like a straight-on Berliner Weiss or a Goza that has that slight funky kettle sour type of vibe to it. That's what I'm getting as well. Not really getting the IPA. There's no distinct hoppiness here. There's nothing from the Galaxy. There's no pineapple. A lot of times the Galaxy, I get pineapple and like passion fruit and things of that nature. Really not hitting here. Yeah, it smells like a strawberry lemon cake in sour IPA form. It smells like it's going to be sweet, but there is a decent like acidic tart punch from the base beer. So I feel like it'll balance out a little bit, but I still feel like it's going to lean sweet, but there's only one way to know for sure. Getting into it, drinking it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Jeff. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. So, what does this remind me of? There has a distinct like strawberry candy vibe to it. Like a strawberry Jolly Rancher. Okay, so body in this one, it's actually pretty thick. This is like higher side of medium, lower side of full. It has a thickness to it because of the fruit puree. I would say that I enjoy the kind of effervescent type of mouthfeel on here. It is smooth, it's creamy, but there's a big kick of carbonation. Right at the tip of the tongue, very carbonated. Then it smooths out and becomes creamy. So body, bigger than anticipated, really nice for 5.8%. And mouthfeel, I like that poppy, spritzy kind of upfront feeling, and then the back of the palate, creamy, smooth, soft. The taste, it's almost a strawberry. What's the best way to describe this one? I would say this is almost picture I'm fat, okay? I was a fat kid, I'm fat, I like snacks. Picture those Little Debbie strawberry shortcakes. That's kind of what I'm getting rolled up into a sour IPA. I'm getting that vanilla frosting you get in there, the strawberry and the cream in the middle, but it's not like natural strawberry. It has that fake confectionery strawberry kind of tinge to it. The cakey kind of batter that you would get in the actual cake has like a lemony tinge. That's what I'm getting here. It's almost like a strawberry shortcake roll from Little Debbie. But here's the thing. Is it sweet? Yeah. Is it too sweet? No. Because up front, I'm hit with that strawberry shortcake Little Debbie vibe. But that hits me right there front of the palate. As it passes through, that sweetness kind of dissipates. And then there's this firm tartness that kicks in midway through the palate. And I have a little bit of like a salinity on the back of the palate. This is more of like a fruited Goza IPA or something like that. It finishes semi-dry, no bitterness, and there's a decent acidic punch on the back of the palate. Really easy to drink. I thought, looking at this, it was going to be gross. But here, you know, here's the thing about strawberry beers. A lot of times people, when they get a strawberry beer, they're picturing the outside of a strawberry, right? Where it's bright red or pink. And that's what you expect to look like. Strawberry beers usually look like this, especially if they're mixed with lemon or something else. They have that kind of grayish, like gross look to it. Most strawberry beers using real strawberries or puree or like strawberry juice usually have a gross color like this. 5.8%, you can't even tell. I do dig this. Here's the thing. The flavor profile of this is very simplistic to my palate. I'm getting no IPA portion. There's no, like a couple of the other ones I've done, like the Metaform and one of the Cynosures I did, you get a little bit of like a generic bitterness on the back of the palate, letting you know this is an IPA or it was an IPA. When it was fresh, probably had a little bit more pop. This, at 6.5 months old, IPA portion, if it was there in the beginning, gone. This is just like a fruited sour. And it's pretty much one-dimensional in that I'm getting that Little Debbie strawberry shortcake type of feel to it, with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of salinity. It works well because this is pastry-esque. It's not too sweet. It's not too tart. There's not too much of that salinity. It's very well balanced, but it's almost too much of one note. And I enjoy this, but I think I'd definitely be one and done with this can, and I probably would want to split this one with someone, to be honest with you. So this is good, don't get me wrong, but I think I only want about 8 to 10 ounces of this, and I would be good. I probably have about, 12 ounces left in here, because I think this is an 18-ounce glass. I'm going to probably drink the rest of this, but the last probably 4 to 6 ounces would be a little bit tough. That said, I do enjoy it. I like this beer. It's tasty, and I have no problem getting SAVOR from Homes. What do I give this? What do I give? I'm going to go straight 4 out of 5. I think that's a fair score. Can't go much higher. Just, again, drinkability inhibits this beer to some degree. It's just one of those things where if you've ever had any kind of food or any kind of drink where you like the flavor, but maybe it's too much one note, or maybe there's one character that kind of ruins it a little bit for you, that's what's happening here, where it's just too much of one thing. And I think by the time I'm done with half of this can, I'm just be like, that's it for me. Let's move on. So good, 4 out of 5, but I'd love to split this with someone. Price and availability. I believe these were $19 a 4-pack at the breweries. Usually the going price at Homes for these 6% like sour IPAs with a bunch of fruit and whatnot. I think that's a fair price in this market. Would I pay that again for this one? No. I would not pay almost $5 a can for this, just because, again, it gets a 4 out of 5. It's really good beer. Not $5 a can. Good. Availability, Jeff, this is where you chime in. Hopefully, anyway, if you watch this. I believe these are Homes exclusive at the brewery and whatnot. I don't think they get distribution. If they do, probably very slight in and around the Ann Arbor, Michigan area. And that's all I got. If you've had this one before, definitely let me know what you think about it. This is an interesting beer from the look to what I'm tasting. I'd be curious to know if anyone got like a Little Debbie strawberry shortcake roll, because that's the first thing kind of hit me. Like that strawberry, it's weird, because when I say Little Debbie strawberry shortcake roll, you would think that right off the bat, it's like artificial. I think they're using, obviously real strawberry puree and vanilla bean and Meyer lemon and whatnot. But to me, everything comes off as more of a confectionery, sweeter kind of strawberry note. And I just think the Little Debbie strawberry shortcake note is kind of what's hitting me over the head anyway, punching me right in the face. So thanks again to Jeff for this one. Thanks to Jeff for all of the Homes beers. I think I have 1 or 2 more left from him to review. And yeah, this one was a lot of fun. So again, if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.